Are you seeing success on Amazon but want to do more of what works for your brand to continue to grow sales and scale effectively on Amazon? In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to analyze your reports on Amazon to grow and optimize on this platform. Hi, I'm Becky, and today we're on step 6 in the series that I've been doing on your Amazon marketing success strategy. In today's step, this one is for many brands, they overlook it because they're so focused on the earlier steps. And those earlier steps are definitely great. Those are foundational to make sure that you have that brand control over your listings before you can really even analyze what's working and what's not. But in order to make things and really take things to the next level, to grow your sales on Amazon, you must be analyzing the data that you have available to you and keep up with the ever-changing market. So this step is really crucial if you don't want to see your sales dying out and you're seeing maybe a decline in the last few years of your Amazon sales. Maybe market share has been gained by competitors, new people that are always coming into the market. So I'm going to share with you today an overview of how to analyze your data on the Amazon reports to really grow and then optimize. Now, I'm going to share with you some of those key reports that you can be downloading and reviewing at a high level and which of those data points that you should be paying attention to within those reports. So at a very high level, these are some of the data points that you should be reviewing to see how successful your marketing is on, and also really this is going to reflect your overall marketing strategy as well to see how things are going for your brand as a whole. Amazon really, I think, reflects what's happening off of Amazon as well. So you'll want to be looking at your attribution reports. And I talked about that in this video here. There is a video I talked about how to look at your Amazon attribution and to really make sure your external marketing is set up and how it's performing. So that's going to be your Amazon attribution reporting, and you're going to want to look at the sales that have come from each channel and also the earlier stages of your sales funnel. Like, what are you seeing with your clicks? How many people are adding to their carts? And then from those, how many purchases are actually then made? So in this video, I'm actually not going to go too much into depth there, but you want to see if there is a slight drop off at any of those stages, and that's most likely where the issue is happening, where people are not converting. Now, another report that you'll want to download and review, I would say monthly and also maybe even quarterly as well, looking at it at the quarter view as well, is to make sure, especially if you have a seasonality element to your product line, this is the Amazon business report. So for this one, you're going to go to that menu, then go to reports and business reports. And we like to look at the detailed page sales and traffic by child item, and they're going to have their child ASIN. That's going to be helpful if you have any kind of variations like size, flavor, etc. for your products. Now, in this report, you'll want to look at your sessions total. It's also great to see how many are on mobile versus how many are desktop, to see how people are shopping for your product and your brand. Now, feature offer buy box percentage, that's just to actually make sure that you have your offer that's appearing on the listing. That should be at or close to 98 to 100% each month. If it's lower than that, there's most likely an issue going on. Your unit session percentage, that's really important because that is your conversion rate, your ordered product sales overall. Those are data points. There's more than that, but I think that those are the most important to pay attention to that I'm going to share quickly in this video. And we're really going to look at those to really see how you can be optimizing and then analyzing the performance of your products. Now, if you want a video on business reports, you can actually check this out one here where I explained more about the Amazon business reports. Now, you're going to then look at brand performance. That's another report that can help you. This is only if you have brand registry. You're going to want to see the overall performance of your average customer review. So I'm sure that you know product reviews are really important on Amazon. I would also review your brand analytics if you have brand registry, and we like looking at those reports quarterly in that time frame. I also recommend looking at the repeat customers section that's a little further down and specifically find out what is that average repeat purchase interval, since that will help you with your ad strategy and your retargeting shoppers to buy, like we talked about in the last video, which was step 5. So the next report in the brand analytics that you'll want to review is called search analytics. Now, you're going to, from that option, choose that search query performance. That's going to show you the searches that are related to your products and information like your brand share, it's going to have a percentage, and that's going to be helpful to see if you're gaining or losing market share, or if there's any shifts or disruptions happening in the market. Now, I really like that Amazon does show their search funnel stages. They show impressions as like a few different data points, clicks, add to carts, then purchases. That's going to help you see where are people dropping off once again, and you'll want to see where you need to dig into further. So you should already have a good idea also of your demographics, your customer avatar, but if you want to see how the consumer behavior analytics, you would just choose demographics, and then you can look at, age, range, incomes, education level, gender, marital status, see who is buying from you specifically on Amazon. Now, you're already going to get this data for when people buy from you directly, so it's not perfect or as clear, but this will give you a better understanding of who's choosing to buy from you on Amazon from your brand. So this is the ad side that you'll want to next download sponsored ad reports on the ad side. So when you're in your campaigns. So you should also be reviewing the search term reports regularly. That'll help you to see what search terms are actually leading to people buying your products. What are they typing in? That'll help you fill any gaps that you have with what you're targeting on your ads. It's also going to help you with your copy for your listings. And I do have a video here that talks about how to analyze your search term reports more in depth. Now, additional things that we would recommend checking in addition to your conversion rates, views, reviews, making sure you're monitoring your keywords and how they rank in searches. And you'll also want to pay attention to new or declining trends that are relevant to your product and your market. So lastly, there might be a concern for brands where you're wanting to increase your profitability on Amazon. So you'll want to make sure you're calculating what your ROI is on Amazon. So this would be after your cost of goods sold, your Amazon fees, any overhead fees, advertising costs, cost to have your ads and account managed. This will help you to make sure that you're growing your bottom line on Amazon and not just increasing maybe vanity metrics like certain sales numbers. Now, I'm going to have a link in the description box below on the most recent up-to-date for your fees on Amazon. That might help you as well. Now, if the numbers don't work for you, then that will impact your other sales and marketing channels, because Amazon is just one of those channels and it can be extremely scalable, but you need to account for this is working with your overall profitability goals that you have for your brand. Now, I did cover a lot and I hope you found this helpful, but if you're feeling overwhelmed, I want you to break it down for you on really focusing in on analyzing your reports. So just know that the data that you're analyzing will depend on your goal. So if your ads are not being run, they're being run inefficiently, then most likely you'll want to be looking at reporting to find out what is your ROI on Amazon, everything involved with those that I mentioned earlier. For instance, for every dollar that you're putting into Amazon, how much after all the fees, after all the costs, do you actually earn? Now, if you know that there's also a disruption maybe happening in your market, then most likely you'll want to prioritize reviewing your market share and the competitors to make sure that you're aware of what's happening with the market and adapting as needed to the changing market. This is where your product development team can really come into play and be informed on what's happening, and you can adjust as needed. Conversion rate, that might be the main data point, for instance, that you need to know and see how is it performing on specific listings. And if you didn't get a chance to learn about how to retarget and gain new subscribers for your brand on Amazon, I think you'll find this next video here helpful.